Okay, what's up, guys? So this is Mark Augustine here, and what we're gonna do in this video, this is just a follow-up video. This is part two. About a week, I haven't posted part one yet, but about a week and about 8 days ago, I posted a video on my channel saying I'm gonna interview a guy who's a successful TikTok dropshipper. So if you guys are seeing this video and you haven't seen the last one, I'll put a link to part one in the description. But yeah, so Stone, you wanna introduce yourself really quickly?
Yeah, what's going on? My name's Stone. I live in Puerto Rico at the moment, and I've been basically a cooped up nerd trying to uncover the code of how to successfully dropship and build very successful stores on TikTok's new shop platform. And definitely uncovered a lot, and there's definitely a lot of gems that the beginner, intermediate, or expert ecom guy could learn from this workout.
Right, right. And so, guys, just say if you haven't seen the last video we went into a little more detail to get to know Stone, so you can check it out. We did a part two where we talked the second part of the video. We talked about TikTok drop shipping. And I don't think yes, and I also we talked. I think I asked you why won't TikTok die like Facebook? But in this video, I want to focus more on some questions we got on Reddit. I know we went through a couple of those in the last video, and I would like for you to share some of the stores you're running, and maybe I could ask some questions specific to the store. So, do you want to? How about you share the stores first, and we can get into that? Is that okay? Like some of the sales that you're doing, can you do it?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Let me
Okay.
one up that I can show. Okay. Yeah, this one's more or less a 6-month-old store, even though the first 2 months we didn't really do anything, and I'll explain why we strategically did not really do much of anything. This is real key because with TikTok, because it's so new and because it is so freaking new, their algorithms are the ones that usually dictate right now whether a store lives or dies, or whether it gets any attention from real human beings at ByteDance. So the big thing that I want to say when I show this shop is when we started it, we didn't do anything for like a month and a half. We just let this store sit. We started listing items really, really slowly. I'm talking 1 item a day, 2 items a day. We wanted to only get sales so we could keep good analytics and get the store actually seasoning and aging. Because where most dropshippers will get deactivated, because TikTok's really quick to hand out deactivations. And it's not that they're deactivating you because they don't want you vending on their platform. They love dropshippers. There's no problem with it. It's just their way of verifying whether you're a legitimate seller. So this is the big takeaway when I show you this, the importance of taking your time and understanding that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Because once you actually have a store that's been around for a couple of months, you've gotten a few sales, you are able to go pretty crazy. And then hang on, I'm just logging into this account right now.
Okay.
There we go. Wrong password. Okay. You can see you can get some pretty crazy results. I'm talking, this one's doing about $1,500 to $2,000 a day in sales. Now, we started drop shipping on this store, and we're moving to wholesale because drop shipping is not necessarily the most sustainable thing in the biz if you want to make, 10, 20, 30 grand a month profit. You can make a couple grand, a couple thousand, few hundred, maybe even 5 or 10,000 in a month. The biggest month drop shipping on TikTok, I did 25,000, but you're burning through Amazon Prime accounts like crazy. But I'll show you what you can do.
So that is one of the challenges, one of the biggest challenges with drop shipping on the platform, keeping the accounts open.
Yeah, because
the Amazon accounts.
Right. Yeah. So here we can check one. This one. I'll show you today so far. And this store is completely automated now. We have account managers that run all the day-to-day duties, and this store is just churning profit on autopilot. Look at this. The past.
And are you drop shipping in that store?
Yes. Now it's phasing out of drop shipping, but yeah, the store for, let's go back to even the beginning of the year. Check it out. What I was saying earlier, you can kind of see what I was discussing with how we like to go really slow and how this thing blows up. Let's see if it'll load up for us swiftly
I
here.
love it.
There we go. Yeah, check it out.
Right.
Look how steady every day. This is all, it was drop shipping up until right around here because it takes like a month and a half to get products in from China when we order in bulk. So you want to like use drop shipping. You want to list a ton of items from mainly places that ship quick. What TikTok just launched effective yesterday was when you sell an item on the store, you have to have the item ship and be shown in transit within 48 hours, not business hours.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, so they're making it really strict, but if you know where to get products from that ship quickly, this is a freaking gold mine for anybody. But yeah, you can see like when we started, we just listed items. You're not going to see really anything for the first month, month and a half, and you don't want to because they'll use any reason they can to deactivate you and they'll never tell you why. And so that's why we went really, really slowly. We just wanted to get like one sale here, one sale there, just so we could get down to, and I know I'm moving around a lot, but I want to really show the importance of this. We wanted to get down to these sorts of things where they show you based on your stats. Look at this. Your late dispatch rate being low. You've shipped more than a amount of orders. You haven't had to cancel. So this is where having a really good supplier comes in handy. They'll award you by letting you get your sales payouts. And when everybody starts, you get your sales payouts 8 days after items deliver. So
right. Yeah, because my account, I'm getting it 8 days after.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what's really important. Like guys, like make sure you go really, really slow, only list a couple items. But once you get down to the level before this, it's called accelerated settlement period. That's when you can start listing tons of products, tons and tons and tons. And
now, when you say tons, how many items are you listing to get that amount of sales?
Probably, let's see. There's 196 live items.
So it's not a whole, and these are drop shipped items?
Correct. For the most part, we started drop shipping, and then once we have items that start getting 10, 20 sales a day or something like that, we're then going on Alibaba, finding those items in bulk, and we're ordering like 500 units, and then we're doing fulfillment. So we're using drop shipping as a way to test to scale. But if you just want to stay drop shipping, and if you just want to make a $1,000, $2,000 a month or something, by all means. But you're going to run into problems like this. The problem you're always going to run into is the system's too good, and you're gonna have a video blast out and get $100,000 of sales, and you're going to be scrambling, and you're going to screw your store up because you're not going to be able to fulfill all the sales.
You can stop the like if you're planning, or if you know what you're doing, or you know what to expect, you can just stop the sales, huh?
Yeah. Well, if an item starts taking off, and let's say you're fulfilling them really quick, you're ordering them quick, and you see that the product runs out of stock on Amazon, yeah, you can quickly go set the quantity to 0, but you're going to be pretty mad. Like,
yeah, you'll be giving up money.
Yeah, but that's okay because you want to make sure you keep this thing in good cahoots, because things like this can happen. You can instantly get up to thousands a day in sales, and you can sustain it month over month over month. I mean, I've never seen dropshipping be this sustainable on a platform in a very long time.
Yeah, like I'm currently dropshipping on eBay, but I'm not doing the numbers that I see TikTok. I'm not doing that. Like, what is your biggest day? That day that crossed 7,000? That is pretty insane.
Yeah, this is a live video. Live videos are the big thing. Now, what you're never going to see if you ever interview anybody else, you're never going to see stats like this where almost 90% is all organic. Most what everybody's doing on here is they're sending a ton of samples to creators, and they're having them do videos. So that's a good strategy, but make sure you have 10,000 units at a warehouse or something, because it's going to go insanely fast. But yeah, look, that was one live video and that's what I recommend too. I mean, guys, make TikTok accounts, make videos yourself, start growing TikTok accounts if you actually have the cojones and you want to, because their algorithm rewards you so much. If you go on and make live videos, if you find influencers that want to make live videos, they just push these videos to everybody that they qualify as an impulse buyer, and they just flood traffic to your stores.
Right, but you don't have to make videos to make sales, correct?
Correct. No, you don't. You don't have to do anything like this guy. 90% was not from any video. It was just organic, just based on our pricing
Right.
strategy that we used. Yeah.
Okay. And
This
what
is
were
to
you
give.
about to say?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'll just keep rambling on. What's another question that people have been asking?
All right, yeah. So let me go into let me open up the questions. So you guys on Reddit, these are some of the questions that you posted to ask. So now I asked you some of the questions last time. So I'll just share my screen really quickly so the guys on YouTube could see where you have to give me, right, yeah, so you give me permission to share. Right, so over here on Reddit, we were talking. I started a conversation on TikTok dropshipping just to get some. Where are the questions? Let's see full discussion. So, and I asked you some of the questions last time. One thing, so we asked things like when you know when to pivot, and that was very arbitrary. But what are some of the? This is not on the list, but what are some of the suppliers you recommend? Do you use anyone else other than Amazon?
At the time being, no, but that's just because I have not made time for myself to just put everything in airplane mode and spend a whole week just networking and finding better suppliers. I recommend everyone to get really, really creative because I don't want to take screen share from you, but there's actually a section on TikTok where they'll show you exactly what products are the best selling products, and they welcome you to go bring the same or similar products onto the market, and they're going to reward you with traffic. So especially if you guys can find good supplement companies, there's one, for example, well, I'll show you a couple. You want to find good supplement companies that you can white label. There's some supplement companies that will actually drop ship white labeled products for you. Supplements are doing really, really good. If you want to pull up on your browser, I'm going to send you something. You're going to go open a new tab. And this is something where I want some of your viewers to try this and let us know how it goes. They're probably going to be a millionaire in like 4 months if they do it.
Okay.
Go to and then spell it out. Okay. So the letter O, the letter K, capsule.com. Perfect. Yeah, this one, a buddy of mine knows a guy that invested $15 million into this, and it is a basically private label. They have like 100 different types of supplements that you can custom brand and package together. So what I welcome anyone to do is start a brand, reach out to a bunch of creators on TikTok's platform, and then work with them to custom create supplements like this. And I guarantee you're going to make $1 million.
Let me see services.
Getting creative like this is what's really going to make people rich in this game. Not dropshipping for Amazon. It's a band-aid. It's what I'm doing now for certain reasons, but it's not what I recommend. I want some of these newbies getting on here to make millions of dollars and show me what you can do. So I say do something.
Right, but I don't. The thing is, I think they starting on Amazon is good because a lot of people who are into TikTok dropshipping, one may not be like entrepreneurs for a long time, and two may not want to risk a lot of money right away. You know what I mean?
Correct.
But
yeah, this is drop shipping. I will add, and you're right, because I wouldn't start doing wholesale or anything like that. And yeah, just being able to use, if you only have $100 or $500 or $1,000, yeah, just when someone buys from you, use your money to buy and ship to them, of course. But whatever supplier, just make sure that they can actually ship quick enough that you can get a tracking number within 48 hours. That's all.
Right. I know. That's. I mean, you could use. I've never used Walmart. I've been using Amazon, even on eBay. Okay. So question: So one of the questions is how are you scaling? I don't know if you want to give like one or two. I know you gave a lot of like tips on scaling, but what would you recommend for someone to scale their account?
Have a lot of money. I'm talking have a Centurion Amex card, and I'm not even being facetious. You need to have, if you want to scale, just be ready to have your phone and your computer on you at all times. So when a product takes off, make sure that you know to stop it if you know you're going to run out of money, because we don't want you getting violations on your account. To scale, make sure you reach out to all your friends and family and get 10 Amazon Prime accounts. Make sure that you only order up to only 10 items per day per Amazon Prime account. I recommend that too. You want to keep your Amazon Prime accounts in really, really good condition and don't abuse it. I've gone through about 20 Amazon Prime accounts, and
Jesus Christ.
yeah, just in this alone. And I might be like using some of these terms like I've known them my whole life, and I know a lot of these, viewers are new, but make sure you have all of these things ready and handy for when a product takes off, because you want to be able to fulfill 100 orders if you get it in, and it would just pine you so much if you can't.
Right.
The
Okay.
next thing I recommend, lastly, is use TikTok's creator affiliate section and reach out to a bunch of creators and order 50 products and send one to each of them. Use product research software to find what the best performing videos are on TikTok. Like you can use Shop Plus. I showed it in the last one. Calo data, and send these creators videos. Download scripts and whip them up in ChatGPT. Tell them what to say. Do that.
Okay.
Those are things that I recommend. And then also hire a virtual assistant. Go on like onlinejobs.ph, hire a couple of virtual assistants, train them how to do what you're doing, and have them do the ordering, have them do the product research. Delegate.
Right.
So you have a full turnkey business that you're not lifting a finger on. That's what I recommend.
Right. Like I like to do product research because I feel like that's generating the sales, but it would help a lot if I had someone to do it consistently.
Yeah. Well, we want to master it ourselves first anyways, before we want to, when we're too busy,
Right.
then we figure it out. So I agree with you.
Okay. Another question. If you had to start from scratch, what would you do differently to build to where you are currently?
I would reach out to everybody I knew. I would incentivize all of them to let me leverage their credit. I would ask them to add me on as an authorized user onto all of their credit cards. So I now have $500,000 or $1 million in credit. My credit score is now boosted. I would ask them to make me a ton of Amazon Prime accounts and Walmart Plus accounts. So I had a ton of them at my disposal. Right. And then I would do the same exact things I'm teaching now, except I would not abuse my Amazon Primes. I would only order 5 or 10 items a day if I got 5 to 10 sales. And when I got winning products, I would actually start ordering them in bulk and earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you just want to find money first. If you really want to do this right, just make sure you get creative and find some money to use.
Right.
Because you're gonna be mad. I'm telling you, when you see a $10,000 come in an hour and you don't have it, you're gonna be mad and you deactivate your store. You can change your life in this if you do it right. And sorry for all these notifications.
Yeah, no problem. We don't have. I know you have to go soon, so let me run through like 2 or 3 more questions really quickly.
Yeah.
How is this different from dropshipping on Facebook? Have you dropshipped on Facebook, by the way?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we talked about it. And how is this different from dropshipping on Facebook?
It's effectively the same thing, except Facebook was like you're using an easy bake oven, and TikTok's like you're at Hell's Kitchen cooking. So they're two different things, two different levels entirely, but same concept, same exact concept.
Okay. Do you use Frank Way asked, do you use WordPress or Shopify in conjunction with TikTok, or this is all TikTok?
I don't use anything. I don't have a website. I haven't made any videos. I haven't used any softwares other than using Foxlister, but sometimes I'd recommend not even using that for a few reasons. This is all manual. That's what we've been doing. Just listing manually.
Really? So you haven't been listing everything with Foxlister?
No.
Okay.
Now you can, and there's processes on it, but you want to make sure that you really curate the list before you do list it with Foxlister. There's no reason why you can't. And I work directly with the owner of Foxlister on stuff. So make sure you do use it, but make sure you keep on it and make sure you don't list products that require brand authorization, because if you're mass uploading products and you're not paying attention, TikTok can hit you with 12 points violations, and all it takes is 3 or 4 of those and your store's toast forever. So you can use it, just make sure you really curate what products you're putting into it when you bulk upload.
Oh, there are certain brands you should not be uploading.
Yeah, so the answer is I don't use it right now, but I have in the past and I probably will in the future. Just make sure you're careful. That's all.
And what is this person asks, what is the best shipper to use? My assumption would be Amazon when you just started. Is that correct?
Amazon definitely is the best. Yeah.
Okay. This person asks, I'd ask about, so S2 White asks, I'll ask about his UGC. What is UGC? And how he
User
comes up.
generated content.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Now he comes up with content ideas. I guess that's not applicable because you don't generate videos to sell.
No, we don't. Well, actually, we are starting to. We're starting to create AI generated content. Yeah, for like all of our clients, and soon, perhaps I might release it in the course. I'm not sure, but yeah, we're actually, for every TikTok shop that we make, we're now doing our own user generated videos because we want to start growing TikTok accounts. Because any way you can build more digital assets, the better. You could always sell these things down the road. You can build these stores and sell these stores to other people if you want to. Many ways you can monetize.
Okay. And this is my own question. If you, being in Puerto Rico, when you post, does that affect who sees the stuff? Like, do you post the videos from Puerto Rico?
When we're posting videos, we post videos from the respective static residential IP that we make the shop in. So it just depends what store we're working on. If it's a client that's in California, we post the videos from a California IP address. When I'm posting videos, which I don't post videos from my TikTok shop from Puerto Rico, but if I were to, I would just post it from here anyways. It doesn't matter. But what I try to do is, and this doesn't apply to someone who just has their own shop. You can go ahead and post it from wherever you are. When we're managing teams of shops for, let's say, other people, we want to make sure that all the work we do is from their area. That's where I was getting at.
Right. Yeah, for example, when I'm running eBay accounts for the clients, we log into their computer through AnyLens, but it's not mobile, right? So like I have never posted do you post videos on TikTok through a computer, or is all mobile from the phone?
Both. It depends. I mean, for my brand, I'll make some myself and post it. I'll have it auto scheduled. I post it from all over the place. It all depends.
Okay.
It doesn't seem, I mean, I could go in depth about what seems to work and what doesn't, but I'm not the best qualified with this. I'm still finding the best talent so I can master that side out of full transparency.
Right. Okay, son. All right, sweet. So I know it's 1:31. I know you said you have to go at 1:30. You want to leave any short words with the guys watching this before you go?
Yeah, I would love to. I would say definitely, if this is of interest, whether you have $100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000, get a TikTok shop up. The most valuable thing that you can do is make as many shops as you can, list a couple items a day. You don't need to have that much money, but make sure you really, really take good care of them and let them age a couple of months. You have these really wonderful assets that even I would buy off of you for thousands of dollars. So if you guys could, number one, help me by making TikTok accounts, TikTok shops, that would be great. But just get started, even if you only have a little bit of money, and make sure you have a very good mentor and you take daily consistent action to grow it day in, day out, because this can reward you tenfold. And I really welcome you to, if you want to, take the risk and embark on this journey, because it's been one of the most fulfilling and satisfying things I've ever done.
Okay, so all right, thanks a lot for your time. So guys, if you watch this, like the video, subscribe. I'll leave some links to Stone, to my group on Facebook, to the TikTok dropshipping, a course that Stone and Dan put out. I'll leave a link in the description to that. And Stone, thanks for your time. Hopefully I can have you on the channel again. And yeah, have a good one, guys. So guys, like, subscribe, and let us know in the comment section if you have any other questions. Maybe I could have Stone on in a couple of weeks again.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks so much for having me, Mark. Yeah, thank you guys. Okay. And we'll see ya. We'll see you on TikTok.
Okay, thanks, brother. Talk to you later.